All right. Good evening, everybody. I want to welcome you to day two. If you can hear me, I like to just type one in the comment section. If you can hear me, just type one in the comment section. Just type one. I'm so excited to be here again tonight. Just type one in the comment section if you can hear me. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I want people to join quickly. And in case you've not subscribe to the channel, just click subscribe. You have to be doing pre-recorded videos so that within these 15 days we can cover a lot. You can cover a lot. Because I'm just thinking like if I have to wait to that particular time on the day and then coming on live is always a little bit challenging to be switching from window to window. So click subscribe to that YouTube channel. I know those guys to do. Click subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just click subscribe button if you have not subscribed before. Um, so that I can do it's because of the pre-recorded videos. We don't have to be online now. I'm still waiting for people to join, blah blah that. And if I drop a recorded video like yesterday now, even after your class, I still drop video for another class on the same YouTube. But then I may not want you to start watching all the other videos for now. Just wait till when you need to be watching those videos. I will let you know, especially if you are a beginner, if you have not learned to trade before, just follow my instruction per time. Because you see, my goal in the last couple of months now is not just about training people how to trade forex. It's about giving you everything you need as per having an edge in the market. Because you see, in the past, I've had students and you train them, you teach them, and before you know it, they come back to your DM a couple of weeks later and they're asking you questions totally different from what you taught them in class because they have jammed one strategy somewhere. I know all of those strategies. I know there are plenty out there. But see, you can actually, if all that you know is all that I've taught you in this class, can you still be very profitable? That's my target for this class. That's my target for this class. And as far as technical analysis is concerned, as far as having an edge in the market is concerned, all that we're going to be sharing in this market is will be sufficient for you. Just pay attention. You know why? Because you see, lately I came to realize something. It's not about knowing 1,000 things in the market. It's about knowing one thing in the market 1,000 times. It's about knowing one thing 1,000 times. So it's not really about jumping from hopping from strategy to strategy, jumping from a mentor to another mentor, jumping from an influencer, a forex influencer to another forex influencer. Is about knowing something and then you know it very, very well. Forex is not really about knowing plenty things. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. It's not about knowing plenty things. It's about knowing few things well. And I can guarantee you that I've been here for a while and I know that it is not as difficult as it appears to be, even though it is not that easy as some people think it is. It's not as difficult as some people make it look like. But I also want to tell you, it is not as easy as people think. Just press buy and just press sell and think that's all there is. If that's all there is, an insult to some people who have made career out of trading financial market. It's an insult. Sincerely, it's an insult. Somebody you don't go to a mechanic, you don't go to learn engineering, whether mechanic engineering or electrical engineering, and spend 1 month there and feel like you have known everything there is. Even a fashion designer shop, even a tailor, you know, even a barber. You don't go to a barber shop and spend 1 month and think that's all there is. No, that's not all there is. It's an insult if you come to the market with that approach and you think in 2 weeks, you have mastered everything, so you cannot take $100 to $10,000. You think that's how it is? No, it's not how it is. And I used to tell my student years back, and I said, when you hear that something is risky, it should tell you something. Oh, that thing is very risky. For it's very, very risky. What it should tell you is that much knowledge is required. That it is risky does not mean, oh, don't go there. It is very risky. It means that much knowledge is required. I'm telling you, much knowledge is required. To fly an airplane is risky. And that is why you don't spend 2 weeks, 3 weeks learning to fly an airplane. You spend years upon years. Then you begin to fly airplane, and then and then they will not give you the top class airplane to begin to fly with. They give you small plane, and that's why you saw I wrote something today. You scale up, you scale up, you go up gradually, and that would mean in your risk, in your lot size, you scale up. You can even begin to trade with 0.01 lot size. There's no crime in that. But many times the people that lured you into forex are sometimes the people that cause the troubles. They show you cars, they show you those things are good, those things are not bad, but then they make you to see as so that is the beginning point, and it will give you a very terrible foundation that you may not be able to reset your mind in an appropriate way forever. And that is why I'm here, not because you see I don't need a fucking dime from anybody here. I'm just exactly about teaching, you see. But then I'm here to give you a very strong foundation, a very, very strong, very formidable foundation, strong one that you can build on it later in the future. And I guarantee you, at the end of this 2 weeks training, I've not done 15. I've not done 15 days straight training before. It has never happened before. but because but because most of my classes are, but because I was thinking of chicks, thinking of young ladies, and then I was thinking it might take a longer time to actually teach them what requires, a little bit shorter time to teach other men. Just bear with me. Just that's how I make it 15 days, and we're going to see how we can cover a lot. Okay, are we together now? All right. So I like to continue from where we stopped yesterday. Let me quickly share my slide with you again today. Right. My screen is not showing. I don't know why. Okay, all right. I think it's showing now. Please, I don't know. Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, what is forex trading? Please type 2 in the comment section. If you can see my screen, please type 2 in the comment section. My screen that is showing what is forex trading. Oh boy, this thing is slow. If you can see my screen showing what is forex trading, please 2 in the comment section. Please type 2 in the, okay, all right, thank you. All right, thank you. Now, so what is forex trading? Forex trading, to begin with, forex trading, forex, the word forex is gotten from the word foreign exchange. Now, let me quickly state this. I understand that in this group, some people have learned forex before. They have learned many things. They have even traded before. But you also need to understand that I organize this class for the chicks. And so, if what you am sharing is what you already know before, just follow along. Just get to a point where what we'll be teaching, probably you may not know it before. Just follow along. Allow me to follow this class the way I plan it. I have in mind teaching somebody who knows nothing about forex before. So let's go. So the word forex is from the word foreign exchange, FOE from the word foreign, and EX from the word exchange. So you bring these two words together, it's called foreign exchange. And that is very beautiful. And what that means is that it is a trade of that cut across countries. Foreign, the word country means another land, another country. And then it means that as long, see, I was telling somebody, I said, look, there will always be forex. So nothing to make you be in a spend time to study. It's not going to go away anytime soon. Because as long as countries are intertrading, there is import, there is people are moving from country to country, and then there is trade in between countries. There will always be forex. So calm down. It's not going away anytime soon. Spend time to learn before you dabble into. I want to buy, then I want to sell. I want to trade. I want to make money. I want to buy this. Calm down. There will always be forex, and there will always also be forex as long as exchange rate is not 1-to-1. This forex will cease to be, foreign exchange will cease to be, what we are trading will cease to be when all countries in the world they are 1-to-1, and that will never happen. So calm down. There will always be forex. Okay, so forex trading is the trading of one currency for another currency. It's the trading of one currency for another currency. Forex trading is when you sell one currency to buy another currency. And quickly, let me tell you something. That's why I wrote the word financial market here. I always love to use the word financial market. I always love to use the word financial market. A little bit different from forex market. Why? Because forex is what people know, but many times it is financial market. And what that means is that forex is aspects of the financial market. For example, instead trading forex is about exchange one currency for another currency. But financial market is bigger. Forex is under financial market because under financial market we have forex. Forex is one currency against another currency. Okay. Then we also have metal. Under metal we have and a spot we have gold. Gold is not forex, even though people call it forex. It's a metal. It's a metal. We have energy. We have the crude oil. We have US oil. We have UK oil. Those are not forex. They are all, but they can be traded on the same market. So you need to understand that we have commodities. Under the same forex, we have commodities. Under commodity, you have cocoa, you have coffee, you have cotton, you have sugar, you have anything. You have so many materials that people can trade. You have palladium, you have silver. Silver is under metal. Then you also have bonds. Bonds. Because you see, sometimes you meet people, some of these forex influential that are in America, and they will tell you what they trade. You feel like I've not heard that one before. They're all part of the financial markets. Some of them trade indices, they trade stocks, they trade bonds. Okay, it's also part of the financial market. They are not trading forex, they're not trading currency pairs. I don't want to mention names in my class, at least for now. I'll give you names of people who don't even trade currency pairs at all, and they are multi-millionaire in the financial market. They are making it big. And so don't put your mind only on the currency pairs, on GBP USD, on USD JPY, on USD CAD, on and all the currency pairs. Name them on AUD USD and NZD JPY. And all of them like that. So we have much more than forex. We have metals. We have energy. There are people that they only trade crude oil. Some trade bonds. Some trade stock. I remember years back, I used to trade Apple and trade Alibaba. I used to trade I used to trade Apple, then Google, then Alibaba. Sometimes we trade Facebook. These are not forex. They're not forex. They're not currency pairs. Charts in year 2020 that made us to know that COVID-19 has hit China. We were placing trade. We were trading Alibaba. We were trading Apple, and then we were trading Google. And then we have made up our mind that we're going to be on that trade for 1 year. Okay, we entered it in 2019, and we said by October, November, by November 2020, we're going to close the trade. So we're already locking the profit. We're already locking the profit. We're already locking the profit. And one day I discovered that Alibaba was coming down. What was happening? I was telling my friend, "What this thing supposed to be appreciating? Why is it depreciating? Why is it coming down?" I remember one morning I was supposed to go to the office, probably to set up to give signals to the teammate, and then in year 2020. So I left my room. I was going to the kitchen, but in between the room and the kitchen was the sitting room. So the CNN was on, the TV was on, and then I saw that they were talking about pandemic, pandemic, using China. So I paused. I said, "Oh wow!" And Alibaba is situated, in China. Little wonder, the thing has not started affecting Apple. It has not started affecting Google. Of course, it affected all of them later on. And something is happening. Something is going wrong here. So I quickly rushed to the bedroom, took my bath, and then ran to the office. And I told everybody when I got to the office, I said, "Close Alibaba now. Close it now. Close it. Buy now. Start selling. Start selling." So we made money buying. We made money selling on Alibaba. So we trade Alibaba. That is not forex. That's stock. And it's very interesting that you need to understand that financial market is wide. Now, and another thing we trade financial market is the crypto. Crypto is also included in the financial market. It is not forex, it's part of the financial market. And please understand that the financial market is broad, is wide. Under financial market is one aspect that is called forex. So it's very, very important. I like you to take note of that. And so what is forex trading? Forex trading is simultaneous buying of one currency and selling the other. Simultaneous buying of one currency and selling the other. So the currencies are traded in pairs. They're traded in pairs. What does that mean? That when you are buying Euro USD, this is one that you need to understand. When you are buying Euro USD, it means that you are selling Euro to buy, you are selling USD to buy Euro. Oh, Euro USD. I'm buying Euro USD. It means what you are buying is the base currency. Don't worry, we'll get to those technical terms later. That means you are buying this. You are buying. The emphasis is always on the base currency, the one on your left. If you are buying Euro USD, it means I'm buying Euro, I'm selling my USD. If you are selling Euro USD, it's on your left hand side. Get it very clear now. Get it very clear. I want to teach like that. How much I cover is not always my interest, but how well you get what I'm teaching is always my interest. Because if I set that foundation very, very well, you can build on it. Because what I just said now will determine how you will trade news. When you see a news on Forest Factory and every other news, you'll be able to interpret what it means. Okay. Now, the currency appears. So when you see Euro USD, is the currency. For example, you have, USD NGN, Nigerian Naira versus United States dollars. That means when I get to the market to buy dollar, okay, that means I'm selling Naira to buy dollar. I remember like the last day of last month, just about three days ago, I was buying dollar for one of my Aboki guys. Okay. I told him to come and meet me in the bank so that I can deposit straight to my account. So I was giving him Naira, it was giving me dollar. So that means when I'm buying dollar, I'm actually selling Naira. So if I want to exchange it back, I want to collect Naira and sell the dollar. That means every time I'm selling the dollar, I'm actually buying the Naira. That is what makes this thing very different. In every other business service, or you change the currency for a physical material, financial market is actually one currency against another currency. You're trading forex, they back one currency against another currency, and you need to understand that. And that means that, and each currency represents the economy of a country. So when you are buying Euro USD, you are literally investing in Euro, economy. See GBP USD, GBP USD. Every time you are buying the GBP USD, you are buying USD. So the currency are traded in pairs. They are always in pairs. Okay, they are always in pairs. Now, forex market is the largest financial market in the world with a turnover volume of over 9.6 trillion. Do you know that I didn't know this before this afternoon? I was trying to Google it because the last time I checked, it was $6.7 trillion. And Wikipedia told me this afternoon that as of April this year, it had about $9.6 trillion a day. And that is very interesting. And I love this kind of a thing. You know why? There is volume in the market. All I need to do is that means when I'm it will go, it will buy for a while. In between that buy, I'll have eaten my own pips. And it means that if I see a sell signal, because the volume is much, it will go for a long time. It will go for a long time. $9.6 trillion a day. Why can't you get your own $100 a day and come out of the market? Get your own $200 a day and then come out of the market. Even if you get in a whole month, something. That's how you begin. That's how you begin. So it's the match. Just master the skill. Just get an edge in the market. And let me tell you something. There are more people that are becoming more profitable in the forex market than ever before. At the moment now, we have close to 15% of forex traders who are actually making profit. Before it wasn't like that. Before it was less than 10%. To less than 10%, but now we have about 15%. And the reason for this class is to make you to be part of those 15%. Maybe it can increase to 16%. My goodness. And then you also become profitable in the market. And then the currency are traded through a broker. Somebody asked me, but how do I trade now? The brokers are the people that have been licensed to give you access to the market. So what is a broker? A broker is a firm that acts as a middleman in the financial market. A broker is a firm that acts as a middleman in the market. And then we have types of brokers. Okay. The brokers, they are not the owner of the market, but you cannot get to the market without a broker. So you pass through a broker to get to the market. The broker cannot control the market. They don't have power over the market. But they give you access, and then they give you leverage. Broker give you access, and broker give you leverage into the market, and that's very beautiful. And then people ask me questions: do the brokers manipulate? And yes, but the first I need to understand is that a broker does not need to manipulate to make profit. Doesn't need to manipulate. Based on his license, he's allowed to set his own spread, and spread is where he makes his money. The spread is the price between ask and bid. And then that's like, for example, when you click a buy or a sell on an instrument, you want to buy, you want to sell. The moment you click a buy or click a sell, the first thing you see is a negative, is a debit, a negative. That negative trade is the broker's commission. Your account has been debited and has been credited to the broker. However, some brokers manipulate to get more profits. Brokers manipulate. One particular year, not so long ago, I think about a year ago, I was trying to backtest a strategy, and I was doing about 10 years backtest. And I got to about, I think, year 2021 or so, 2021, and I saw a particular candle. I don't know how my spirit it was on a particular broker platform I was backtesting. I was like, so I don't know how my spirit just picked that particular candlesticks. And I was like, okay, let me check this candlestick on another broker. Honestly speaking, I checked more than 10 other brokers. That candle was not there. And I came to realize that particular time, that particular broker manipulated the market that time. And probably some people will have, just like the market was supposed to buy, they put the market down. There is a way they can do that, especially when the news is on. It can be through spread, it can be through many things, but then they don't have an absolute control over the markets. Okay, good broker, regulated broker, especially when you are trading under a regulated broker. Some people have been frustrated before because they were not trading under a regulated broker. You must know, you must find out the broker that you're using. Is he a regulated broker? Is he regulated? Okay? Is he a regulated broker? And does he have an award? Has he won an award before? Now, quickly, let me say this. You see, when I said the broker does not have absolute control, there's a little exception. Okay. For example, if you trade on deriv and you're trading deriv synthetic indices, even though deriv is regulated, deriv has an absolute control over its synthetic indices, not over its currency pairs, because deriv, you can also trade currency pairs on deriv. You can trade gold, you can trade GBP USD, you can trade silver, you can trade so many instruments. You can even trade commodities, you can trade BTC, you can trade cryptos, you can trade all of them on deriv on financial accounts. But when you are talking about synthetic indices, deriv has an absolute control over it. Okay? And we are trading against, unlike in normal forex, when you are trading against demand and supply, over there you are trading against algorithm, you are trading against programming, even like you're trading against robots. So the rules are different. Okay. And then we have two types of brokers. We have the market makers over the desk, the ones when you carry your money to, maybe in the sack or something to place a trade. And then we also have the ECN. ECN is our focus in this class. ECN, they are called electronic currency networks. These are the broker that you have around that you have been seeing their adverts everywhere. You have been seeing HFM, you have been seeing Deriv, you have been seeing XNet, you have been seeing OctaFS, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. Those are the ones they were licensed to give you access to the market, and then they give you leverage. They give you leverage. Don't forget that word leverage. They give you leverage because leverage is the reason why you're able to deposit a little amount of money and trade as if it's so large. Leverage is the use of borrowing to increase the potential return from the investment. For example, when you're opening an account and then you pick your leverage 1 to 1,000, it means that if you put a ratio 1 to 1,000, it means the broker will only need you to deposit $1 for you to be able to trade as if you have $1,000, on your account. Sometimes you trade 1 to 100. It means if you at the trade of $1, you only need $1 deposit to the broker. Okay. Now, talking of the broker again, at the end of this class, okay, I want you to, especially those that have not opened an account before, I need you to listen to me. Now, this is the assignment for today, and this might make all of us busy for the next 24 hours because you have to open an account between now and tomorrow, between now and before tomorrow class. Because by tomorrow class, you'll be going to candlestick, we're going to chart patterns, we'll be going to market language. I'm going to be showing you in details how the chart looks like and how to trade, how to enter a buy. We're going to begin from tomorrow. So I will need you to open an account. Okay, I'll need to open an account with my regulated broker. Okay, I have a few brokers like that. All my life I've had experience with brokers coming to you say, hey, help us to do this. I always say, help us to market. I said, give me access to your platform. Many times I open an account with them and check their platform. Almost every single time I run away from them because number one, they have spread. Number two, you cannot quickly make deposits or withdraw instantly. And you're wondering, you see, so if I introduce those kind of brokers, how are you going to have access to your money when you make profit? So this is what I want you to do. This is the assignment that you're going to do. You go to our website www.net, and over there, I think I have there are three with if you don't open an account with them before. Number one, you open an account with Deriv, then you open an account with HFM. I think you will see them on our website as Hot Forex. Also, just click the icon on them, then you open an account with XNES. Make sure you open an account in all the three of them. There is a benefit to, for example, if I want to add you to a free signal group, and I'm going to, for me to be sure that you have attended my class before, you must have these accounts. You must have read. So you open Deriv, you don't even need to verify per derivative before you start trading on it. And then you open HFM or Alt Forex, you open external account. The links are all they are all on the they are all on the website. They are all on the website. Let me show you how that looks like. Let me show you how that looks like a little bit. Let me. So you go to our website here. You go to our website. You go to our website like this. Our network is delaying. Can you see my screen? Oh my goodness. Can you see my screen now? Okay, so so I needed to you will go to the website. You go to our website and then that's www.apic.net. You go to apic.net here, then you scroll down, you will see this icon, you will see deriv, you see deriv like this. You click on it to sign up for deriv account if you don't have one before. If you have one, it may not be necessary to open another one. It's just that you'll not be able to join our free signal group. Then after that one, you come to HFM, you come to Alt Forex, you click on this to sign up for Alt Forex account. Then why? Because here is where we trade. We have swap free account so that you'll be able to trade. And then we even need to use the account for trading tomorrow because it's going to be very practical. Then you open XNES account. These are the three accounts I'll need you to open tomorrow, to between today and tomorrow. So when you have questions, maybe while you are opening it, you have questions to ask, just send it to us in a DM. Any of our admin will attend to you. Make sure you do that between today and tomorrow. Open the three accounts: the Deriv, the HFM, that's Hot Forex, then the XNES. Open the three accounts, then we'll continue. Then when you have questions while you're opening it, make sure you ask any of our. So let me quickly go back to my slide, and then we'll go back to my slide. So like tomorrow now we'll be doing this, the spread, the margin. Now you see, I put this picture there to show you how, you know, if when you travel to another country, how you also trade forex. You exchange the currency that you from the country you are coming from, and then you are entering another country, then you exchange to the currency of the so that you'll be able to spend. See, if you have left your country for another country before, you have traded forex, and then it's going to definitely have an exchange rate. Exchange rate. Don't worry, we're going to go deeper into this tomorrow. But there's something I want to share with you. I always like to share this because even though it looks theoretical now, we will see it practically on the chart later in the course of our trading. Who trade forex and why? Who trade forex and why? Very, very important. Of course, the why is to make profit. The why is to make profit. See, let me tell you one reason why it appears that trading forex is very tough. Because it was designed with human emotion in mind. It's controlled by greed, by fear, and by hope. See, you will never be profitable in the forex market until you have been in control of your greed, of your fear, and of your hope. Hope, greed, fear, hope, greed, fear, hope, greed, fear, hope. These are the three things that control the market. These are the three things that control the market. Greed, fear, hope. See, when you hear somebody is a profitable trader, a successful trader, and really is making money consistently, go and check. He has been able to tame, frame, control his greed, his fears, his hope. His greed. It's not just about strategy in the market. Strategy in the market is the beginning point because that's where you start from. And after you have gotten an edge in the market, you now begin to build your greed. Begin to build greed, build, control your fear and control your hope. So let's get back to this chart. Who trade forex and why? The central bank, all central bank trade forex. And in fact, as a matter of fact, central banks are the ones that set the exchange rates. Okay? The trade market. Then we have the commercial banks. The commercial bank, many times you see bank telling you, oh, come and fix your money. Come and fix your money, and per annum they will give you 12%. Or they give you 13%. The highest any of them can give now is about 14%. Usually it's about 12%. That means that's 1% a month. Can you imagine? Why? Because you see, many of them, if they're going to go to the forex market to trade, and markets go in the direction of volumes, they need a lot of money to be able to move the market in their own direction to make money. Now, see, why am I doing this? You see, these are the big people that produce liquidity in the market. The central banks, the commercial banks, the corporate organizations. These are the people that provide liquidity in the market. You and I are not the one providing liquidity. This is where you and I belong, the retail trader. The retail trader. Sometimes if I'm in class now, if I'm in physical class, I always tell people, tell yourself, say, I am a retail trader. I am a retail. My student, you must say it every time. Because it must sink into your head. I am a retail trader. And I will not tell them, say I'm a retail trader. Therefore, I wait for the trend to form and I follow the trend. So trend is my friend. You see, a central bank, a commercial bank, corporate organization, sometimes they may not necessarily follow a trend. Because if you have more money to push market in your direction, you don't have to follow them. In fact, they are the one that change the trend. And you need to understand that. So on your chart, you can literally tell where banks are situated, the liquidity zones, where the banks have planted order. Because see, banks are not looking at, oh, it's buying now, so let us buy. No, that's not how they trade, though. They don't use crossing moving average. They don't use stochastics. They don't even use candle. Bank don't use candle. I hope you understand that. They don't use candle. They don't follow trend. It is you and I. You now need to think to yourself. I used to tell people many years ago that look, you are like a diver in the sea. You don't determine the wave of the sea. You wait for the waves and then you ride on the wave, sink it to your own head. You are not a market maker, you are a retail trader, and therefore you wait for trend to be formed, you ride on the trend. A diver can never generate waves. It's not his business. So you wait. So therefore, you've got to wait and see and jump on the wave, jump on the tide, and then you ride on it because you are a retail trader. You are not a central bank, you're not a commercial bank, you're not a corporate organization, you are a retail trader. Let me be able to understand it. Look at this chart. Look at the chart on my screen. Okay, look at the center. Look at the center of this chart. It is central bank. The central bank are here. They're the one that determine how the market goes. They are the major force, the major key player in the market. Because if you don't understand this, you will lose money. You will lose money. I'm telling you, you will lose money. And the only reason why history repeats itself is because the guy who created the history at the other time is still there. It has not left the market. That's why history repeats itself. And this guy don't look for, oh, yeah, let's buy now. They place pending order. It is the pending order they put in the market. They don't look at buy like you and I looking at the, oh, all right, the candlestick, pin bar, bullish and govern. But they don't do that candle. It is you and I that I say, okay, if this candle forms like this, it means it wants to buy, and therefore I'm going to buy now. You and I. So you need to understand that. And that's very, very interesting to me, honestly speaking. Why? Because if you trade for it, you know that the banks are the one that control liquidity in the markets. My side chicks. It's the bank that control liquidity in the market. Therefore, what time, if you are trading a particular currency, what time do the banks of that country open and close? Period. What bank? You are trading GBP USD. GBP is Great British Pound. And then what is the time zone? See, you don't there are certain times you cannot trade GBP USD because there's no liquidity in the market as a day trader. Because you've got to trade where the banks are actively open. When the economy of that country is running. Okay? So that, for example, you can't trade USD JPY in London session. Why are you trading USD JPY in London session? Okay, don't worry, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Don't worry, we're going to get to all of this. But I'm just trying to explain this particular chat with you. And I'm going to be closing now because I don't want this chat to stay too long. I don't want this training to stay too long so that people will not be scared to watch it full and then they will miss what we are saying here. And so, what is the liquidity here? So you cannot trade, you don't want to enter trade. I'm not saying the market will not move at all with USD JPY and London session because USD JPY. First of all, USD is a New York session. It begins, if you're in Nigeria now, you should be looking at London session anytime from 1 p.m. Nigerian time. 1 p.m. Nigerian time. And the JPY is a Tokyo, is a Japan time. Japan time open around 12 midnight Nigerian time or 1 a.m. 12 midnight, 1 a.m., especially 1 a.m. 1 a.m. is like their own 8 a.m. That's why you see sometimes I take trade at the middle of the night. In fact, I trade anything that has to do with JPY at the middle of the night between 12 midnight and 3 a.m. or 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. Nigerian time. So you need to understand who trade Forex. And then we have next to the central bank are the major banks. The major bank, they are the next in power. And these are the people that put billions and billions and billions of dollars into the market. And everybody is just fighting. Everybody is fighting against one another. So you watch them, you see the fight that they are fighting. Oh, they're already buying now. Because when they are buying, it means the guy who put more money in the market is buying. Because market go in the direction of volume. Market goes in the direction of volume. And so who is having more money? I will literally know where the guys who have the more money are going. So just follow them because trend is your friend. As a retail trader, trend is your friend. Okay, then next to that we have the commercial banks. We have the large speculators. We have like ECN. This is where we have some corporate organization. Then you have this is where your broker is now. Imagine, see your broker. These are ECN broker. These are the broker. This is your deriv now. This is your XNES. This is your Octa FX. This is your HFM. This is your FSTM. These are your broker ECN. Then you are now attached to the ECN. This is where you are. You don't control the market at all. So don't trade what you are thinking. Trade what you are seeing on the chart. You wait for it to buy, then you buy. You wait for it to sell, then you sell. Okay, so you are a retail trader. I am a retail trader. Please type in the comments and say, I am a retail trader. Say, I am a retail trader. I am a retail trader. Let me check if you are typing and you are retail. Say, I'm a retail trader. Therefore, trend is my friend. I am a retail trader. Therefore, trend is my friend. Say, I'm a retail trader. Type it, that full sentence. It has to sink into your mind. I'm a retail trader and trend is my friend. I'm a retail trader. I'm not a market maker. I'm a retail trader. Therefore, trend is my friend. Let me close with this last slide here. See, these are the people that control the market. The major banks in the world: J.P. Morgan, Bank of America, Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, Agricultural Bank of China, Bank of China Limited, China Construction Bank, Wells Fargo, Royal Bank of Canada, HSBC, Commonwealth of Australia, Morgan Stanley. These are the people that put money in the market. And you need to understand them. You need to understand that the forex market does not just move. And you need to understand that when you are trading currencies, a currency depicts the economy of a country, depicts the where the you see what is happening to the economy of that country. I remember a particular year, many years back, I was trading gold. We were already making money. And then we look at forex factory, there was no news. All of a sudden, the market turned against us. The trade, my gold trade, I was already in profit, ended in loss. Later, we were finding out that Trump, that was the first tenure of Trump. Okay. Later, we discovered that Trump has tweeted though, and things have changed. I think that was the year 2019. Trump has changed the whole market. Market that was banned before started selling. So you need to understand. These are the things that you need to understand, and you master. If you develop skill. So people who don't have time to study all these things, they think is a scam. Scam is a profession, is a career. And let me now tell you something. Forex is not as difficult as you think. I'm telling you, it's not as difficult as you think. You will have been put on a platform. I can do it. I can do it because I know you can do it. If you cannot do it, if I don't have history of testimony in the past, I've trained and who have been making it, make money at least on weekly basis, I'll not be here trying to teach you. So I've arranged a thought systematically. Just follow me step by step. Just follow me step by step. If you are ready, just go back and watch it again because you see, you need to understand everything. You need to understand that every aspect of the teaching is very, very important. Very, very important. Don't forget, go to happy.net, open your Deriv account, open your HFM account, and open your XNES account. And while you are opening it, you'll be having some questions to ask. Maybe what should I type here? What should I put here? Just take a screenshot and send it to us on WhatsApp. I'm going to see you again tomorrow. Make sure you understand. If you have questions based on what we have shared today, feel free to